looking for someone to fill a certain category in this group, okay? So any questions about the inviting mindset? Just kind of way? Okay, great. I sent this over to everybody. You can look at it. And this is only 15 minutes that we have together. So if you need more help with that, then let me know. So the first of every month, we get a PALMS report. The PALMS report is a way that we are able to measure the performance of your particular seat. The beginning of every month, we got ours. So you see, we got ours this month. So I encourage you, after we go over the PALMS, how to read a PALMS report, go and look at where you stand with your standings in your particular PALMS report. But I have examples of PALMS reports, 2 different chapters. I'm going to go over the shorter one, not the lengthier one. The one that, not that one, yeah, that one. So we'll look at that one. Okay. And there's no names associated with this, and it is not our chapter. Okay? Just want you to know that. So the way it reads out, it has your first and last name, and then P stands for when you've been present in the chapter, when you've attended. A is absent, when you've been absent. L is late. So if you come in at 7:01 or leave before 8:30, you're considered late. So 3 lates equates to 1 absence. 3 absences, the 4th absence, your category is opened, and you can have 3 substitutes. So we talked about the absence policy that we have here. So present, absent, late, and M means medical. Medical is granted by membership committee only. It's not because you have a cold or your kid has a cold or your grandmother got, sick today and you got to go meet her. It's when you have an extended condition. So this could even be for, like we have a member right now that's on medical leave because his father-in-law got diagnosed with cancer. So we all know that when you have a grave illness in the family, it doesn't affect just the person who's caregiving, it affects the whole family. So we grant you 6 weeks of medical, and there's certain criteria for that, but you're granted it by membership committee's approval. Okay, so that's medical. And then substitute is a substitute. We talked about substitutes before. And then, so that's what we call a PALMS. The extenuating circumstances, not extenuating, but then we have the RGI, referrals given inside 1-tier referral. Referrals given outside, you gave a referral to someone outside the group. And that includes your 3- and 4-tier referrals too. I referred my boyfriend liked you so much that he referred his mom liked you so much, and she referred to her husband, and da-da-da-da. So those are the referrals that go outside. That's where we're all trying to get to, is to get to that. Then you have referrals received inside, referrals received from the outside in. Then we measure visitors, we measure your one-to-ones, and then we have the TYFCB is where thank you for closed business. Okay, no, well, just do it. And then we have the CEUs. We'll talk about CEUs later. There's a whole format to it. And then that's gonna the CEUs is your continuing education. So you read a book, a BNI book. You listen to a podcast that's on BNI Connect. Different ways that you can earn extra continuing education with BNI. And then we have the metric system, which Roland created, which I think is fabulous, which is you do things outside BNI, and inside BNI you get certain matrix and you get recognized for it. So when you look at this, your statistics, you're going to be able, and I'm going to give you, that. This was sent to you, you can take this home, but look and see who should be, so if you go off the attendance, who in here should have already gotten a letter? Like if you look at the absences, so you're saying right now there's a total of 18 weeks that this one is, because that's the most amount of weeks, so 18 weeks. And we have someone in here that's been He's had 2 absences, 3 lates, 1 medical. We've got someone in here, we've got several people in here with 3 absences. So you can look at how, when we as membership look at you, unfortunately, you might have had a really good reason to be absent, but when it comes right down to it, you're just a number when it comes to this. This is how you measure up against yourself and everybody else in the chapter. When we look at your referrals given, hopefully it reflects in your thank you for closed business. We can say if I give you 10 referrals and I have 0 of thank you for closed business coming back to me, that means that those 10 referrals, a couple of things happened. They were throwdown referrals. They just wrote it and there wasn't a number associated with it, or I really didn't have a good thought process, but I wanted to get on the board as giving a referral. It's going to reflect in your thank you for closed business. We're going to know, okay, yeah, his referrals look good given, but none of the people he's giving it to is closing any business. Okay, I'm going to say there is someone that I give regular business to who never records thank you for closed business for me, ever. And I'm like, I give you a lot of money. I give you a lot of business from like other sources, and why aren't you? So I'm in membership, so I'm always saying, okay, guys, when it comes to my renewal process, I want you to know that we know of 3 people right now who don't record thank you for closed business. So thank you for closed business is real important to give credit to the person who's giving it to you, because we do look at that. Is this person giving enough business to this chapter that they have that's your value of your seat. Like David Cresswell gave enough, it was $85,000 one week that someone closed. Okay, I'm sorry. He can be at the cusp of not being present in my book if he's giving out $85,000 worth of business. I mean, we have to look at the whole picture, but really, if you're not attending and you're not closing business, we don't want you in the chapter. I'm sorry. It's just about the numbers. So it's also, if I gave you business and you didn't thank me for closed business, I want you to thank me for closed business. I want you to do that because it helps my numbers. We'll also look at referrals that you're receiving. If you're receiving a lot of business, but there's not a lot of money going out, we're going to look at that as well. They should kind of add up. If you're getting referrals, you should be receiving and giving. It should be almost equal. Should be somewhere in there. So those are the statistics. Those are the hard, fast regional measures that we have for measuring your value in your seat. Okay? So every month, like I said, you can go down here. I go and look exactly where I land every single time. But if you look at my numbers, let's just look at mine really quick, because I know where I'm failing big time. So I know that I brought a visitor. I haven't brought a visitor yet. So if you look at my numbers, I have not brought a visitor. Our goal is 1 visitor a month. So I've been in the chapter since October, November, December, January, February, March, April. I should have 6 visitors by now. Okay? I don't. So that's an area that I need to work in. So this is a tool for you. This is a tool for you to use to measure against yourself. Don't go and necessarily measure against other people, which I do because I'm competitive. Mm-hmm. But this is, and then our report cards at the beginning of the month are up when you sign in and pay your dues. You can take your report card and look at you just individually. But strive to not be at the bottom, okay? This was done off Matrix. So the Matrix, like I go to a lot of leadership forums, so even though my visitors are low, and I haven't sponsored anybody, which would give me a lot of metric points, I go to a lot of other things outside of the norm that gives me higher matrix, okay? So see this as a very positive thing, because if we come to you at membership committee and you're at the bottom and you're consisting of the bottom of the PALMS report, It shouldn't be a surprise we're calling you in to ask you, hey, Dr. Scott, how is it going for you? We kind of already know it's not going well, but how is it going for you? How can we help you grow as a member? Where is the gap that we're missing? Okay, that's how we can give to you, but this is what we need in return. We need you to do and then be able to spell it out, because we know that if you show up and you give referrals, you're going to get thank you for closed business, and then people in turn are going to want to give you business. You're going to start receiving referrals, okay? First is the give, then is the receive. As your visibility and credibility ends up pretty strong, the P part, the profitability part, is going to fall right in line. So we know that if you're looking pretty solid here, you're engaged, you're participating, and you will see an end result. Is there any questions? Okay. I would encourage you for homework and to look at the PALMS reports that I sent over, and just, if you have time, just say, I noticed that there were several people that needed work. I want you to be able to look at a PALMS report and be able to decipher it. Okay? Push the button.